and welcome back to Derby Kai. Well, what a week of weather we've had here. It's been non-stop torrential rain, high winds, everything else. So all the filming I was going to do this week has completely gone out the window. I'd had a few ideas, so hopefully I have to get them in for next week. Let me just show you the sort of things we're having in Italy at the moment. Well, the weather we're dealing with at the moment. Well, here we go again, look guys. Come out to give the fish some feed and it hasn't stopped raining again. I think in the last 5 days we've had one day where it's been about 4 or 5 hours of absolute beautiful sunshine. The rest of the time it's been absolutely torrential rain or wind, and it's now raining again. Not much going to get done on the pond at the moment. So as you can see, my poor fish are getting absolutely soaked in this weather. So as it's raining, I thought I'd do a little video and talk about the rain and what effects it can have on your pond. Okay, so rain. If it's raining, you may think rainwater is a free top up for your pond or a free water change, and it's free from chlorine and chloramine, which it is. It is basically distilled water, but without the minerals that your pond needs to have a stable ecosystem for the beneficial bacteria and your pond, your fish, not your pond, your fish to live nice and happy. Rainwater has a pH of around 5 to 6, and in industrial areas it could be as low as 4. That means the lower the pH, the more acidic it is. The ideal pH for a pond needs to be between 6.5 and 8.5. And there are some things in rain, well, lots of things in rain, like that are acid, even more so in built up or industrial areas. There's toxins, pollutants, parasites and bacteria. Just think of it a lot of like washing your car when it's all clean and sparkling, and then it rains and dries out and you actually find them little white spots of dirt and pollutants, and that's actually what's going into your pond when it rains. So when it does rain, increase your water tests to check the parameters. Keep your eye on the general health of your fish. Are they acting differently? Do they look different? Also keep your eye on the water levels to make sure it doesn't overflow if you haven't actually got an overflow fitted. And a sudden change in the pH can affect the protective mucus on your fish, making them more vulnerable to illness and parasites. Also, if you have a lightning storm, it actually separates the molecules in the air, creating nitrogen. That then rains down into your pond, which can increase the nitrates in your pond, which will just, you can have algae blooms and feed any algae and stuff like that in your pond. So what can you do if it rains? You could get your brolly out and start singing, but if you've got a voice like mine, it'll just make the weather worse. You can have a pond cover or roof over your pond. That will stop a lot of the problems the rain can cause. But if, like me, you haven't got a roof or a cover over your pond, you can increase the air that's actually going into your pond, because rain can wash nutrients from the surrounding areas, trees, rocks, plants, things like that are around your pond. It can actually wash them in your pond, and it can actually reduce the oxygen levels in your pond. So adding air into your pond will help your fish be a lot more happy and healthy. You can increase your water changes after heavy rain or long periods of rain. If you normally do a 10% water change, increase that to 20%, and if you do 20, possibly even 30 or 40%. If you've had a lot of rain going into your pond, the pH levels in the pond can change drastically and cause a pH crash. If that happens, you need to take drastic action. You may need to add something like sodium bicarbonate to bring the levels back up. There's various other things on the market, different chemicals you can actually put in for these type of things. You could also add a bag of crushed oyster shell to your filter system. That can help keep your pH stable, as it will naturally fluctuate throughout the day. It will be lower in the morning and rise throughout the day, and then start to drop off again in the evening. So crushed oyster shell will help keep it a bit more stable, and stop any sudden changes, things like that. You can also check your KH levels. KH is your carbon hardness. As rain is quite acidic, it can lower the KH levels. Also remember, if you're putting treatments in your pond, they may be diluted down by the rain and may not be as effective, so you may need to double dose, but just keep your eye on that, so things may not work as well when it rains. So yeah, this wasn't the video I was hoping to get out, but as you could see, it's been absolutely horrendous weather this week, as it has been across most of the UK this week. We haven't any nice weather at all. But hopefully over the next few days the weather looks like it could improve, so hopefully I can get some recording done outside and get the videos out that I wanted to get, or at least get the video out that I want to get out in the next few days. But hopefully you got something out of it, and you got some information there and learned something from it. Hopefully you have. But a big thank you to all those who have subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate it, and all the comments and kind words of encouragement and things about my pond. I really appreciate those. It's keeping me interested about doing more of these videos. So there's definitely more to come. So if you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell, and you get the notifications. And if you want to leave a comment, make a suggestion, or if you want me to do a video about something, please put it in the comment section. I'm more than happy to give it a go. I'll catch you on the next one.